This is the grid that the Bombers call home.
You're throwing the tee in the ground. If your hand's not shaking, there's something wrong.
I'm in my element, it's evident that there's levels to the game. I'm in my element, flow is like water, I'm forced to a fire, I'm feeling like gold. Gotta stay grounded, stay down to earth, following God, and you grinding, you do as you told. I don't work to make you like me, but I'm front and center, word to Spike Lee. I'm in my element, yeah. I'm in my element, yeah. I'm in my element, I'm in my element, yeah. I'm in my element, yeah. I'm in my element.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live in Kingsport, Tennessee. We're back on the Golf Channel.
We're back. Better than ever. I'm Alexis Belton. This is Bobby Bradley. You excited?
Are you excited? That's the question. Like, I know you're sitting in the booth right now. Last time you were here, how'd you do when you hit on this grid?
Yeah, I might have taken home a win or two. You know.
Well,
yeah, it's a beautiful grid, beautiful city. One of the best places to be, I think. One of my favorite places. And we've got an eventful weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be action-packed. Now this is our playoffs now. The price goes up as well as when you win. You know, the purse is significantly bigger, and this is actually my first time here to Kingsport. Obviously, watched it last couple times in 2018 and 19. But this place is beautiful. We're right on the property here. The hotel's right here. Got the national anthem going right now, but this is a great venue. Really looking forward to seeing everybody hit this week.
For sure. This setup definitely looks a lot like a golf course because it is. So the guys are hitting on, I don't know what number it is, but one of the holes out here.
Say number one.
Yeah, number one.
Number one. Putting green's right here.
Putting green's
Driving
right there.
range is right there.
The furthest that they hit it, I think it's like the grid goes out to 430,
434.
And then there's a green right there. So maybe
Yep.
we'll have a hole-in-one and the longest drive of the day.
We were saying like it's probably $1 million if someone hits a hole-in-one. Yeah, we can ensure that, right?
Yeah.
But we got Eddie Fernandez starting off. He's got 4 wins this year. We got you see here, Gavin's got 3 wins. Horace Daglio's got 1. So getting primed and ready for the World Championships in Oceanside here next month.
And we can't forget about our rookie senior, Ryan Riesback, who made his debut last event in Utah, came in second against Eddie Fernandez. We're going to have a lot of rookies that show up to Worlds as well, but yeah.
Well, this will be good here. I'm going to take the hat off. I can't hear the national anthem, but I'm going to take my hat off and stand up here. We have the American flag right in front of us with the scoreboard, but 16 hitters are going to hit in the round robin. It'll be points. We'll go down to 8, and then we'll go to our quarterfinal matches. We should be done here in about 2 hours.
Absolutely beautiful. I'm not sure who was singing today, but she crushed that. And we are about to get locked and loaded with some of the best athletes in the world, starting off with Eddie Fernandez, Ryan Gearhart, George Nagy, and Ryan Riesback, our rookie.
All right, so the headlines. Yeah. Now, Ryan Riesback, we talked about making his rookie debut in Utah, multitasking. Ryan obviously works with World Lawn Drive, and he's got multiple hats. But he finished runner-up to Eddie. And what I like seeing from Ryan Riesback was the fact that his ball speed was anywhere between 210 to 212 later on in the tournament. So, he's a man of many talents, but I think it's more relaxing for him to be on the grid than all the other stuff that he has to do. It
is.
But.
I mean, it was impressive because he did the open division, and then he came out and had a lot of success in the senior division as well. Also, will Eddie Fernandez win his 5th title this year?
Yeah, I mean, he's really, truly he's the fastest guy in the senior division. Him and Gavin have been swapping wins. But Eddie is 4 for his first 6 of the year and missed the first event.
And the second event, he was or one of the events that he lost, he was not in his own shoes.
Yeah, he wasn't. No, out in Connecticut, he didn't even have his clubs. But right now we have FlightScope technology. beautiful graphics, by the way. You know, we're seeing this for the first time.
Stunning.
You know,
and Eddie looks like he is piping them down the middle.
so right now with the statistics that we have, ball speed, club speed, and spin data, we'll have an idea of, you know, where these balls are landing. You know, the beauty of having FlightScope with us in the booth for the last, you know, every single event, you know, is seeing like where they carry, where are these golf balls landing. So hopefully, you know, whatever we can maybe get some ideas based off of spin and taking a peek at the launch numbers, what's going to be put up right now. So
we did get a bit of rain last night. There was a huge storm that came through.
Yeah, big storm.
Which, you know, I got a chance to walk the grid, and there's a lot of points out there that are rolling. I think on the left side you have a few right there around 320 on the right side. For the girls, I think 280 will be a great rolling grid, but obviously as the day goes on, it'll get a bit firmer and roll out a bit more. We are currently waiting on some numbers.
Yep. Trying to get this up. It's the first time we've actually been able to sit with the entire crew.
The entire crew's here.
There's more electronics in a KISS concert right now. So getting all the kinks out as we speak, waiting for numbers to pop up on the board.
All right, Bobby, we are officially betting.
Yes, absolutely.
So what are the odds? Who do you have picked for this one?
Well,
I feel like I know the answer.
Eddie's going to be the favorite right now. I'm taking a look at the board right now with 360 from Eddie Fernandez. We're working on it right now. So we will have the numbers for you here in a few minutes. Ryan Gerhardt, George Nagy, and Ryan Riesbeck. If I can see on the board right now, it looks like Eddie Fernandez went 368 and Ryan Riesbeck went 361. So the way it works out right now, first place gets 200 points, second place gets 100, third place gets 50, fourth place gets 25 points, and OB gets 0. We'll see for about 450 normally is the bubble to get in. 16 guys are going to hit. They're going to go down to 8, and then it'll be really, really quick getting down to a winner.
Without a doubt.
That's a good start. I mean, 360, 368. I mean, in these conditions, it rained really hard last night. There's not really any wind, so it's
pretty humid.
Gonna be a carry grid to start off. But
without a doubt, that's a great start by the guys.
I like, well, I said the graphics look great. And the FlightScope graphics.
They do. The graphics, this scenery here in itself. I mean, Kingsport is where you go to hike, to visit, to do a lot of really cool outdoor things, and nature is showing out this morning for sure.
We ended up going and grabbing some dinner last night at a restaurant, place called Chop House, and to get there, you have to go past a football stadium, like a high school stadium. This place was slamming. I mean, it was 7,000-8,000 people at a high school football game. And a lot of the guys and gals went to the game last night. They said it was electric, you know.
I can only imagine. And I feel like just as many people will be here come Sunday, Monday, and it's going to be electric as well.
Yep. Rob Zombie was into that type of music. Rob Zombie was at the Chop House last night. So, all right. So Robbo is in slot number 1. He's going up against E.J. McConnell, John Graves, and Troy Cayley. These are some really, really good hitters right here. This is a good group starting off. John Graves took a little bit of time off for about 2 or 3 months recovering, and nice to see him back on the grid, a former professional baseball player. You got E.J. McDonald, who finished second in Memphis. He's ranked up there top. I think he's third in the world. We're going to go to the rankings right now. So Eddie Fernandez is world number 1. Gavin is 2. E.J. McDonald is ranked 5. Robbo is 4. And Dave Mobley number 3. You know, Rob's rookie year here in the senior division, along with Ryan Riesbeck. Robbo ended up getting a win in Mesquite Volume 2.
What a win.
He has two second places, a first, multiple T3s. So Robbo in slot number 1. He was warming up on the range yesterday with Kyle and put up some really good numbers.
I want to say he has. Well, no.
So right now these guys might be struggling just a little bit because if you can see, they're looking directly into the sun. So very difficult to see ball flight early on. It doesn't look like any of these guys are wearing glasses either. So
no, and no wind right now. It's pretty calm. We've got a couple of numbers on the board.
So if John
Graves is at 346.
Yeah, he center punches one right now. Yeah, we can see the numbers on the board. So once again, we're in Kingsport, Tennessee. Monday we will be live on the Golf Channel.
Back on the Golf Channel.
Yeah, it'll be on the Golf Channel. So yeah, they'll be airing at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the women's division, and 9 p.m. for the men's division.
It's been fun seeing a lot of the Golf Channel people back. I know.
Oh yeah.
Mark, who used to announce every event here.
347. Robbo is in the lead currently. John Graves at 346. Troy Cayley 344. EJ McDonald looking for a number right now.
Troy put up a big swing on that last one. The guys are hitting their last balls right now.
I said I wouldn't be surprised to see more OB balls just because right now they're looking directly in the sun, and it's hard to make an adjustment when you can't see the ball off the face. So,
yeah.
Getting a ball in play is important. Looks like EJ's going to go OB. Robbo currently in the lead at 347. We always wait for the underlines to confirm yardages. So, but right now, Robbo looks like he's going to take down the second set of the day. Welcome to Kingsport, Tennessee, a magical place where history and charm meets breathtaking beauty. Nestled in the heart of Northeast Tennessee, Kingsport offers a getaway like no other. Whether you're seeking adventure, relaxation, or a taste of Southern hospitality, Kingsport has something for everyone. Load up the family and make the short drive to Kingsport for an affordable and unforgettable vacation. Head to visit kingsport.com to plan your trip today.
All right, and we are back right now with
it's a good
group
commercial
number 3.
right there.
That was awesome. That voice
First take
needs to be on the call map.
I had to work on the cadence. I might have tried a couple more.
Was this
times
done in your closet as well?
Yeah, I actually did it in the bedroom because little man wasn't there at the time. You know? So he was at school. Proud of him. He's in his first grade debut. He's had 12 days at school, and he's got all greens, which are smiley faces.
Let's go.
He struggled a little bit, in his kindergarten year, with his conduct.
Every once in a while had some red.
It was a half and half. It's like, did he get a smiley face today? He's like, no, I got a frown, So.
It's just because he's social.
All right, got a couple world champions on the tee box right now. Mobley's got them spread out all over all the divisions, the Open, Senior, Super Senior. So Dave Mobley, world number 3. In slot number 1, T-Pep, 2016 Senior World Champ Anthony Livingston and Bill Eversole.
Mobley's such a huge just voice for mental health. It's really awesome to hear him talk about his journey and everything that he's done, and really big into yoga. Yeah,
well, talking to Mobley on the range too, he was he feels good, and he said, the older you get, sometimes the eyes and ears go on you a little bit, and he's just talking about the new his new hearing aids. He's like, I feel feels great. He can hear much clearer now.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Mobley
can hear himself hit some
as he would say, some nuggets.
Some nuggets.
Yep. I said Mobley. I always say my favorite guy to watch hit a golf ball. It's so much fun watching him hit, and he's so accurate, and he's
so entertaining as well.
Yeah. Great hitter.
Still looking for a number on this board.
It's going to be a struggle, really, truly, in the beginning of the day. It's going to be a struggle, especially for these 8 a.m. guys. This is due east. It's a west to east grid, and
the best slot today, I think, is going to be number 1 this morning. Mm-hmm.
I feel
you're forced
just
to kind
looking
of
at the grid. Like eyes,
right.
like I feel like it sets up a little left to right.
Yep.
For me, like so like if you're looking in the Open division, someone like a Zach Holden, I guarantee you he's going to like this grid a lot.
Without a doubt. In slot number 4 can be a little bit difficult because you might feel like you have to pull it across yourself in order to get it into the grid.
But standing on the grid today and on the tee box, this is perfect. This is a great setup. Tip of the cap, GF Sports and Entertainment, getting this set up here. And
it's been a heck of a year.
It has.
Fantastic.
It's progressively gotten better and better and better every single event. And everybody comes more efficient the more time goes on, including us.
Yeah.
We go back and look at the tape.
Build on it. We've got Elon
Absolutely.
giving us all our notes.
Stud, kid's 23-year-old superstar, lives in Manhattan, lives in a penthouse in Manhattan. Gets paid probably $5 million a show. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's smiling.
He's got his Rolex
smiling.
on.
Yeah, he's rocking with the Rolex. Got to figure out how to keep this thing on here. But the yardage is Mobley, 327. Anthony Livingston improves to 336. T-Pep OB, Eversol OB. To be expected right now, though.
Looks like 340, 330 is a really good number, but then we saw
60s from Eddie and
Riesbeck.
Robbo was at 47, John Graves. So, it's going to be a ball speed. This is a ball speed. I said everybody's favorite. You don't even need a microphone to hear Zach Adams. You can hear him in North Carolina. Even if you're in California tuning in right now, or Australia, you might be able to hear Zach Adams scream. So Zach was the last to be on the range. It's 8 o'clock here, on the East Coast. And he shows up at about 7:35 and just goes, "Let's go, yeah!"
That's all he needs.
And everybody's like, "That's Zach." So Zach is he's a yeller. He's a yeller.
No coffee, no Red Bull.
Oh no, he had
all
that good stuff. He had the Red Bulls. He had 5-hour energy drinks. So
I'm excited to see Jeff Gavin. He was not at our last event, but he's had a heck of a year. Really fun watching him win. Was that in Connecticut, right?
Yep. Great grid for him. Gavin's a stud. Three championships or 3 wins already this year. Him and Eddie, swapping wins. 206 ball, first ball of the day.
Yeah, looking at flight scope numbers, super grateful for them. And like we said, first time seeing these graphics, which look really good. And I like how they've simplified it for our viewers at home to have a better understanding of what's going on with ball, club head speed, and spin, which paints the biggest picture that you need in order to kind of know where these guys are hitting it. I like that ball right there.
Yeah, so for me, I would do like to see height and these carry distances, which would help.
Carry
a little bit for us, kind of get an idea.
Carry distance helps a lot.
But now we talk about gambling. Maybe it's the secret. Is let's not put up the height and the carry distance.
Give all the numbers. Give us the numbers though.
Give us the numbers. So, but that was kind of the kind of cool seeing all the yardages. Zach Adams with a 353-yard rocket in the morning. That's a good start for Zach. Zach won last year in Hobe Sound, and he's 46, so this is his second year in the senior division, but a veteran who's been around for close to 20 years in the sport. Bobby Peterson's been around for a long time as well.
Jeff Gavin takes the lead at 357.
So that looks like to be the numbers right now, 355 up to possibly 370. And it just comes down to ball speed. Gavin, Zach Adams. I say even Robbo. Robbo was on the range yesterday going. He was up in right around 210, even higher than that. So
I think if you don't have the ball speed, like I said, right around 280, 290 is a huge speed slide on the right side.
Yep.
And that's something to look at.
It did rain.
It did rain a good bit, so it's not going to run out as much.
And 100%, we're on a golf hole, so this isn't a grid that you're going to see in on a turf farm or mesquite where it's flat. So putting balls in play, there's going to be a premium just based off of roll. And these guys that are tuning in right now, watching in the open division and even the women's division, they're trying to get info. They're trying to get info. It's like, hey, it's rolling out at 350, and if you hit it down the right side, left side, high, low. Eventually, in due time, it makes our job a lot easier as well, kind of telling a story of how this grid is working. But right now, it's purely ball speed.
Welcome to Kingsport, Tennessee, a magical place where history and charm meets breathtaking beauty. Nestled in the heart of Northeast Tennessee, Kingsport offers a getaway like no other. Whether you're seeking adventure, relaxation, or a taste of Southern hospitality, Kingsport has something for everyone. Load up the family and make the short drive to Kingsport for an affordable and unforgettable vacation. Head to visit kingsport.com to plan your trip today.
This thing doesn't keep turning off. All right, after
All right.
Yeah, after one set, 368 yards from Eddie Fernandez, with mid-50s, mid-60s seem to be the big number right now. Live in Kingsport, Tennessee.
And we've got a full day ahead of us.
Yeah, had a cool drive. Flew into Asheville yesterday, and it's a good drive up there. It's about 90 miles, but just going through. I don't want to mess it up as Appalachian Mountains, because I want to say Appalachian, but it's not. Rocky Mountains, they make it easy for us.
Yeah.
Appalachian.
Appalachian.
Appalachian. I don't like what there. We can ask Siri on Google how to pronounce it. Yeah, Siri.
Asheville's beautiful, and they have such a great rich history in golf as well. But here in Kingsport, I flew into Johnson City.
Yeah.
Hung out there for a little bit. Rode around town. Downtown here is really cute. Farmers Market. I'm kind of bummed I didn't get to go to the Farmers Market this morning, but I've gone to Farmers Market every single time I've been here, and it is probably one of the best that I've been to.
I want to know more about that football game last night. Robbo on the board right now at 342. T-Pep without a number. It looks like T-Pep's third ball is going to be in play, though.
So it was a high school football? Has high school football started?
It had to have been like the first game of the year.
Okay.
T-Pep at 350. Down that, he just hit a nice little flat cut that he always hits. Down that right side. Robbo looks like he's OB left. Let's just take a peek at these ball speed numbers right now.
Peterson going back to back.
Yep. But nice, really nice setup. I mean, this is awesome. It just is a different feel. Walking in, we got our credentials. We feel official. It was nice just to wake up in your own, the hotel room and just walk outside, and it's a 50-yard walk. So
took a peek and just kept going.
So,
I like that last ball by Robert.
Robert.
We'll see what number. That might be a 350. 348, yeah. Pretty close.
We talked about it. I do like slot number one right now. And, T-Pep hits that little left to right. Robbo looked like he blocked his out right there, but still missing it just a smidge. Bobby Peterson at 301.
Like we say, it's important to just get a ball on the grid, and I think George just did that.
We talk about odds and some of these numbers. Were you able to see some of the lines and who
I did
who
get
to win?
to see. Interesting.
Yeah. There was one on the board. It was like 14,000. Bet 100 to win 14,000, and literally a legitimate chance to win.
We'll have to tell you who that is right after this.
Can you send me?
Introducing the new Bridgestone E9 Long Drive. Co-designed by world long drive athletes to push the limits of distance. Thanks to extreme ball speed and superior aerodynamic flight. Engineered for you to hit your longest drive. Drive the new E9 Long Drive. Extreme distance for your game.
All right, we're going to take a peek at the odds. Justin James is the favorite at essentially at plus 500.
And
Kyle
he's had an
Berkshire
incredible
plus
year.
700. Zach Colton at 900. Sean Johnson 1100. Colton Casto and Borgmeyer in and around 1600.
I'm not that much of a gambler. Can you break down what does 500 mean?
If you want Martin Borgmeyer to win and you put $100, you'd win $1,624 of profit. But there's one name on here that I'm looking at.
Which one is that?
Well, two of them that I really like. You got Naoto Masumi at 9,900. I mean, like, he just won in a star-studded field out in Canada. Like, I mean, and you got Cody Billinghurst at 14,000. That's crazy. I mean, someone's gonna like you bet $100 he wins a tournament, you're going 14 grand.
That's awesome.
Bet 10,000 on him, 1.4 million. You know,
I'm gonna put some money on.
You can't. You're not.
I'm not allowed to.
No,
technically.
I don't know.
Technically, I'm not a member.
We're gonna have to get Justine on the horn here.
Yeah.
So if you're in Colorado, Arizona, Wyoming, or Tennessee, you can bet on this.
Where is it? I like Jack Smith.
Yeah, I'm Jack Smith, 3,700 plus 3,700. It's Galladay's at 20,000. It's unreal. So, but I think this will be a lot of fun. A ton of action.
We were talking earlier today. It'd be fun to bet clothing and mannerisms and hats.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I wonder if bomb.com, if they're all going to wear their same shirts today.
Yeah, I don't think so. Martin has different shirts. So, out of the 8.
Is Kyle going to wear all white?
Big decision.
Now,
this
is a big one, right?
He can't tell us.
Is Sandra going to wear all pink?
Yeah, no, yes.
I mean, yeah.
Is Kyle's first ball going to go and play, I love the gambling aspect of this, and it's just for me, like, there's certain guys on this that I just, wow, someone's going to be making some money here. But yeah, if I look at, say, long shots, on paper, you got Naota Masumi and Cody Billinghurst. I would put money on that. And then, Jack Smith, 3,700. I mean, Borgmeyer's at 1,600, world number 1. So, but yeah, they're going the way they got to this is they went through all of, the data, statistics, ball speed, balls in play, finishes, what have you. And, they've come to the conclusion that, JJ is the favorite, which they said doesn't surprise me.
No, not at all. You can't forget the ladies, too.
Oh,
There's some betting that you can do for the ladies. Open and women's divisions are where the betting's at. And, top 3 is what you would expect.
Monica Living is at 3, plus 300 pretty much. A little bit more of a favorite than Phyllis Meddy. My Daisha Tippet's at, almost plus 600.
It's kind of surprised. I mean, Monica and Phyllis are a toss-up for sure. But
this one surprised me right here. Like I said, if you're taking, they're not long shots, but Kelly Rudney at plus 3,000 almost. I mean, Kelly's a monster. She's really good.
Without a doubt. I mean, and she came out hot last event. Even though she was a little bit injured, she was still swinging it.
Yeah.
Doing great.
Janine Minnick. But yeah,
she's another one that could be a spoiler.
I love this. Yeah, I love the gambling aspect of this.
And honestly, Cassie put on a show.
She had a lot of balls in play. Well, yeah, I remember she went OB her first set, and it was
after that.
Once she finally got a couple balls in play, it was on.
This grid sets up great for her, for Phyllis, because it's a carry grid.
Huh?
Eastman is driving change to show the world what's possible with recycling. Don't trash those plastic bottles. Put them in a recycling bin. Keep the course green both on and off the fairway and make every shot count. Learn more about Eastman Advanced Recycling at eastman.com/WLD.
You don't have to love nature to visit Tennessee. You also don't have to love whiskey. You don't even have to love music. Well, maybe just that last one. Your vacation is now playing in Tennessee.
And we are back
it looks like Dave Mobley hurt his leg here. He more than likely will not be returning to competition, so that's tough. Tough to watch him walk off. You know, that's the thing with us. It's a giant family here, so you never ever want to see any of your friends get hurt. So Mobley off here to the side. He's got some paramedics that are taking a peek at it, and Dr. Joe's here as well. So
yeah, we saw Dr. Joe this morning. It's perfect for him to be here and help aid there.
Yep.
So we wish nothing but the best for Mobley.
Back to the action. Troy Cayley's in the lead at 3:51. Gavin 3:39. Ryan Gerhardt at 3:36, and Anthony Livingston at 3:02.
And Jeff is swinging at it.
Yeah, Gavin. Yeah, I said I like this grid for any time it's a carry grid. I love Gavin, and this sets up perfect for him right now. I mean, it was a very that was a crazy storm last night.
It was thundering, lightning, all the things.
It wasn't a very big storm. It was just very powerful for about 30 minutes. Still taking a peek over here. The paramedics are looking at Mobley. And I can't really tell if it's his foot or not. But he was limping off, like just hunched over. And
took a while to get off.
Maybe it was an abdomen or something. Who knows? It is a little. Elon's going to take a peek and see if we can get some input on what's going on with Dave right now. But
yeah, we'll come back and let you guys know what the update is there right now. Jeff Gavin in the lead at 3:57.
Once again, we are live in Kingsport, Tennessee, in the senior division. This is their last event before the World Championships in Oceanside, California, next month.
That's going to be a great World Championship, and I love that they're doing that World Championship in Oceanside to allow a lot of these guys that also perform in the Open to be able to have a break, because they used to do seniors and Open all at one time.
It looks like it's an abdomen or oblique from Mobley. That's tough, and that's the right side where Kyle hurt himself too. So once we have a break here, I'll go up and give Mobley a big old hug. You don't like seeing that at all. Gavin looks like he's going to take down the set at 3:57. Cayley at 3:51. Ryan Gerhardt 3:38. Anthony Livingston 3:28. After this group, we will have an update of the point structure, where everybody's at.
Yeah, also with these being televised, points for world rankings go up as well.
There's going to be some points that drop off, so after every month, the points will drop off. So it's going to change. It's going to be close at the top for world number one in the men's division as well.
As well as women's, I think. Yeah. I think actually maybe tomorrow or today, like Monica's points drop off, and then
I think it's going to help her just because she has more wins. I think it's going to benefit her. She might have a little bit wider of a lead after that. I know Martin's is going to get a lot tighter.
It's really tight
after this.
So when we talk about drop off, essentially what we're saying is that your points decrease every year.
Yep.
So I think is it by percentage base? Like 1 year it might be.
Say you win 100 points last year, and today it'll go to 50, and then next year on this date it goes to zero. So it falls off completely. So it's based off of 2 years of performance, but after 365 days, the points are cut in half. I said Martin had that win in Utah in 2021. That was 150 points. This year it's 75. It falls off, so Martin's going to lose those points.
Oh, okay.
After this month is over. So Eddie Fernandez taking the longest break, being in slot number 1 to start off the tournament. Has about a 25-minute break, and now is going to come in still in the lead at 368 yards for the longest drive of the day.
We've talked a lot about that break. Sometimes it's great, and sometimes it's just opportunity to reset.
Yeah. And it's the turf is different on the actual grid, the platform, than it is on the range.
Significantly different.
Yeah, so like the guys, and granted, it was so much moisture on the ground this morning, But I would probably highly advise guys to swing maybe in even tennis shoes.
Yeah.
Well, tennis shoes because Eddie was slipping. Eddie, on the range, like, that right foot. So, but
looks like EJ just hit a good one down the left side there.
Zach Adams with a nice profile shot. His prototypical ball flight is left to right. Hits a nice high cut. Zach Adams off to a good start the day as well.
I think we said 3 prototypical ball flights
Yep.
was the bet for Utah for this event.
It
so
was.
We've got
so
one.
we have one in there.
All right.
Got it. There we go.
Zach Adams, 345. Eddie Fernandez in at 343 right now.
Take a peek at Eddie's ball speed here. I mean, for him, he's probably just wanting to be around 206 to 208. Probably not do too much with the golf ball. The sun's starting to, obviously go up, right? It's starting to, there you go, Eddie, 369.
Longest ball of the day so far.
I mean, because first ball of the day, they were looking directly into the wind, or into the sun, and really hard to see the golf ball, so you can't make adjustments.
And if you're hitting one of the yellow balls, I think we talk about that.
Yeah.
What ball would you like to hit? And to hit that yellow ball into the sun.
Yeah, it doesn't work out very well. The worst ball was it last year? Was the blue golf ball? Impossible to see. It's like, where did I hit it? The blue golf ball was gone. So
comes down to Phil. I like
that was
EJ's
the old top flight ball, by the way.
Ball right there.
These balls are a lot easier to see.
Bridgestone, who worked with a lot of these players in order to create this ball that's perfect for long drive, but also for play.
Yep.
You can buy them.
I played with those golf balls this week.
Did you?
A bunch of them. Yeah, I mean, of course.
What color?
I was using the yellow ones.
Yeah.
I like the yellow ones.
All right.
Eddie Fernandez, 379.
We'll be back after this.
The decision to hire a lawyer is not one to be taken lightly, and is one that people often have to make during very tough times. Make the choice that hundreds of satisfied clients have already made and chose Josh Hopner, an attorney who will fight for you from the beginning of your case until the very end. Josh's practice serves the greater Tri-Cities area, including Kingsport. Contact him today to schedule your free consultation.
Josh Hopner had good hair there.
He does have really good
Solid hair.
Great hair.
He's
there.
your guy.
The voice behind that was
Oh.
stellar.
That one was actually my second try to do that one. Because I normally can go into the studios in West Palm Beach. My dad's had an account with ESPN Radio in West Palm Beach forever. Just go in the booth and they just,
Give me
they
2
hook
seconds.
it up. Yeah,
Boom.
But for me, it's got to go read through it, make sure the cadences are all right. But, Josh Hopner.
Josh Hopner.
Give him a buzz.
Give
You're ever in
him a
trouble.
buzz, and we appreciate his support. We are about to start set number 3.
Yep.
But
Mobley's back.
Oh. Plot twist.
Maybe he had a cramp.
We'll see. We'll take a peek here as he swings to see kind of
It could have been a
how
cramp.
he's doing. He does have something wrapped around his abdomen, so maybe he's just kind of fighting it off and gonna do the best that he can. But he's definitely locked in. And maybe he's hitting to keep his points before Worlds.
No, he can't hit. Don't hit, Mobs.
no.
Come on, man.
He's in pain.
Yeah, you can just see it in his face. I don't even want to watch him hit. He can't even get through the golf ball. Stop.
It's not worth it.
So George Nagy, Troy Keeley, Mobley, and Zach Adams.
Oh, man.
I mean, if it's a cramp, it could potentially be a cramp. But, yeah, you can see Mobley's really struggling right now. 321. He's got a number on the board.
Wow. I mean, honestly, he's got a number on the board. Where does he sit currently?
Well, Riesback has 400 points. Eddie's got 400. Gavin's got 400. Eddie's got 300.
So Mobley's kind
So
of
Riesback won that first
bubble.
set, maybe because we couldn't see it. Maybe Riesback hit the longest drive. Obviously, he went up against Eddie. So Robbo, Eddie Fernandez, Gavin, and Riesback are your top 4 currently. Anthony
Oh,
Livingston.
he's down.
Yep.
All right.
All right, so the paramedics are coming out to check on Mobley. They got to look at this. He's just like, I'm going to hit. I'm good.
He's like, all right, I'm going to be back here just in case. We've got an action-packed weekend, as we've said before today. Right now we're watching the seniors hit at 10:30 a.m., the amateur division, and we are filming and commentating that whole event. So that's going to be a lot of fun. At 1 will be Group 2 for the amateur division. At 3 o'clock, we'll go all the way down to the top 16. And at 5 p.m., the amateurs, quarterfinals, and finals.
Who you got winning that one? The professional
I might have to go with the professional amateur, but we've had some other wins in the professional.
Say Jack Abbott.
Jack Abbott's a good one. You know, is Bud Widener still an amateur? I always got to put Bud out there.
We're getting a head
I always
shake
gotta put
from
Bud out
Elon.
there.
So Bud Widener. I'm trying to think who else.
The joy of long drive.
But yeah, I mean, Andrew Iger's got to be the favorite, I would think.
For sure. He's won
3 times.
3 events this year.
3 events.
Oh my goodness! And look at
we
this
got the
amateur division. Oh,
Look at this belt.
it's heavy.
Yeah,
That's solid.
that's a good one.
Look at that.
It's a nice belt. You feel this thing? Oh, this thing's
careful,
got to weigh
see?
about
Look at
1,000
that.
pounds.
Yeah.
You see that? I work out.
Definitely put that on. I can
That's-
see one of the guys wearing this on the airplane.
Oh, absolutely. Eddie brings his 2 belts everywhere he goes. All his corporate and charity
Really?
exhibitions. Oh yeah.
I have 1 belt.
Yeah.
And don't ask me where it's at. Don't ask me where my
I have a
trophies are
belt
either.
on. That's it. I got a belt.
Do you have a belt?
Now the funniest was this was 2021. This was the day Martin had to leave to go back to Germany, and he ends up breaking, Kyle's ball speed record at the time was 230.2, and Martin goes 231.9, and he takes off his belt. And he's,
No, like
he's
he's like
like his actual belt, like he's like the
throw it over his
ball
shoulder.
speed champ. So. I think
That's good.
I think honestly, like I think that would be a lot of fun to do, like a ball speed like top,
Yeah.
like the bet on, like will Kyle break 234.2? So that's the fastest ball ever recorded in a long drive competition. So I would be curious because Kyle's the favorite to hit the longest drive of the tournament. So he's not the favorite to win the tournament, but the
longest.
odds of him hitting the longest drive is like plus 140. So that's. Yeah, so they're betting on Kyle to hit the longest drive, but you got guys like Greg Knoll, it's going to put up ball speeds of probably close to 230 as well. That might be a longer shot,
It definitely adds to kind of the incentives, right? The players are now getting incentives. Who hits the most balls in play, the longest ball of the day, so on and so forth. And so, yeah, to add that to the betting would be a lot of fun.
Ryan Riesback with 400 points. He's just got to hit a couple balls in play. Zach Adams is at 350 after 3 sets. Troy Cayley's at 250. Still early on in the round, third set, but Riesback, Gavin, Fernandez, or Staglio, guys that you expect to be there. Those are the guys that more than likely, you'll see probably 3, if not 4 of those guys in the semis, depending on where they finish.
And we'll see some of those guys also in the open division.
Yep. John Graves, T-Pep, still early. Mobley's through 3 sets. He's at 200 points. So Mobley found out that it was an oblique. Weren't really sure because when he was he almost looked like he was limping off, but he was just kind of hunched over. It's that right oblique. It's similar to what Kyle was, same region.
And Kyle took off an event, came back, had a good event last time, and he looked healthy.
He did. But he's still sore. We went out and we filmed the next morning at 8 o'clock, and he was a little tender, but he loosened up. He has his doctor in town as well, working with him. But Kyle looks he looks like he's back to 2019. He was almost cutting his backswing down short.
Back
He's
a little bit,
he's got more range of motion. Looks great. And look at these numbers.
These
guys
these
are 4 absolute studs. 100% can win. All these guys can win this tournament. And all of these guys can win world championships as well. Graves, Riesbeck, Gavin, and Peppard putting on a show right now. 355, 355, 356. T-Pep at 363. Really love this grid for T-Pep. And one of the things, too, like with this grid is that there are some hills.
There are, yeah.
And if I really love Peppard's landing angles. This is a good grid. So
which is really important when it comes down to a carry grid.
The more I talk about being here, I really like Zach Holton on this grid a lot. In the open division, I think this grid sets up great for him.
So yeah, I took some photos last night of the grid.
Yep.
280 is where on the right side. 280,
yep.
290 goes straight downhill, and then for the men, it was right around 310 for the.
Yep.
For the seniors.
Come to Kingsport, Tennessee, a place to retreat, play, relax. Located in the scenic foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains, our hotel offers spacious rooms, many with balconies, and offer mountain views. Dine at our restaurants, sip cocktails on the patio with friends, or tee off on our 18-hole cattails at Meadowview Golf Club. See if you can conquer the cat trap. Treat yourself to a remarkable stay at Meadowview Conference Resort and Convention Center.
All right, if you are here in Kingsport or nearby, make sure you come out this weekend. We've got food, beverages, we've got a ton of fun, but I don't know if you went by to see, they've got a whole store for apparel for a long drive, and it's the first time that's been out here.
I just dropped $1,000 in merch.
Shout out to Wedge Golf, giving
yeah.
us the best apparel and the best photos and videos.
Oh, I'm waiting on my hat, Wedge Golf. All right, we're giving you plugs here. Where's my hat?
I got my shirt, although they asked if I wanted a medium, and I said, excuse me, I'm a large.
Well, we got new shirts too. It was funny. I put up a post on social, and people were ripping me for my large shirt that I had. It was like quadruple
it was
XL.
big.
It's like that white. Yeah, the white shirt was enormous. It was like swallowing me.
Yeah.
So the best was when we were in China, and we were at, was it Chimac? I think it was called Chimac. But they gave us these shirts from the tournament.
Yes.
And I got like an XL, and it might as well have been like an extra small.
Yes.
It was like.
I remember shopping and buying some clothes and thinking, wow, this is crazy.
It was the opposite. Eddie Fernandez looking good, 369. We're starting to see the boys get after it right now. 365, in and around number. So Eddie Fernandez, 212. That's the fastest ball that I've seen him hit. Granted, I've only watched a couple of his ball flights, but 212. Edwards stepping on the gas here. No doubt, and if they're, we're getting after in the senior division. Look at that, 214. He's really getting through it now.
I like that one. That's right on that hot side on the left. Now, the only thing on that left side, though, is that the hill is kind of wonky. Mm-hmm. And so you have to almost hit
a cut.
You have to hit a cut because it's going to kick straight to the left and out of OB. And we think we saw that a lot over the past years. All right.
So Eddie's third ball doesn't look like is in play, but that was his fastest one at 214. He looks great. 214.9 from Eddie.
That one looks good, too.
Little floater down that right side. Really like the graphics here. Flight Scope has been our go-to all year. Made our lives a lot easier here in the booth, for sure. Let's take a peek at that last set was a good set with all the guys sitting. I think Riesbeck ended up taking it down on that last ball, going 364. So Riesbeck's going to be in at 600. Gavin's at 450. Zach Adams is at 350. Robbo and Eddie still haven't finished, but Eddie
What's that last ball from Eddie?
Laser. Eddie sitting at 214 right now, so this is the fastest set. He's getting loose. Fast Eddie, looking fast. Here in Kingsport, Tennessee, the favorite is looking like the favorite here on this lovely Saturday.
All right, and we're back.
Got Robbo here in slot number 3, ranked number 4.
Rounding out the last group for set 3.
Mike Bauman, Bill Ebersol, Rob Staglio, and Ryan Gerhardt. Robbo winning out in Mesquite Volume 2. Grabbed some dinner last night.
Chop House?
Yeah, oh yeah. Robbo was diagnosed with melanoma. The end of last year, ended up having surgery on scalp, shoulder, bicep, back. Had to live in, we went to Montana for 6 months just to kind of stay out of the sun. And but here he is.
Looking
strong
great.
Dude.
Yeah.
Big guy. In his new facility in Boca is sick. His
That's
new
what I've
training
heard.
Facility. Yeah, no, it's phenomenal. It's connected to Mo Vaughn. Mo Vaughn still has the most home runs in the history of the Boston Red Sox. Thought David Ortiz would, but Mo Vaughn does. Maybe at home games, Mo Vaughn, but Robbo in slot number 3.
Right now, your top 4, Ryan Riesback, Eddie Fernandez, Jeff Gavin, and Zach Adams. But Robbo right there as well.
Yeah, last guy to hit here. Bauman, great hitter, in slot number 1.
Pipe that one down the middle. Let's see what these numbers are looking like. Who would be the sleeper in the senior division?
I mean, he's not a sleeper, but John Graves. He's not a sleeper, but yeah, he hasn't been hitting as much this year, but that's a guy that can definitely win, no doubt. So, but yeah, I said you can't be a world champion and be a sleeper. So Tom Peppard's not sleeping.
No, not at all.
No, Mobley. I mean, Robbo likes it. Just a little floater, a little left to right, high 2,500 spin. He gave a little bit of a fist pump, but
I like that.
Still,
yeah, that
still,
fist pump
still
was
a
awesome.
miss it. Like, if Rob's swinging it right now and hitting it well, I mean, he should be 205, 206 ball speed, but he's at 350. So he's just got to center punch this one right here. But yeah, on the range, he was quick yesterday. And so you're taking a peek at the footing. He's slipping just a tad. It's still wet out. I mean, it's if you're looking at the grid, there's a lot of moisture on the ground right now. It rained a ton last night.
And it's
in a
short synthetic turf, so
yeah.
The grip, it's kind of hard to get. If you have golf shoes, you were speaking earlier, probably best bet to hit in tennis shoes.
Yeah, tennis shoes are even now, like the new Jordans or the Athlons, they have like that circular pattern where very rarely you slip. So it's more about your right foot than anything else. So if you see these guys, it's more about, as you say, they used to dig a batter's box back in the day when we didn't have synthetic turf. Really try to get that right foot to lock in. And it's possible that Mobley probably might have slipped and caused that injury. So.
Ooh, like that one by Mike.
Currently, Robbo is in the lead at 350. Still don't think he's center punched a golf ball as of yet. And he did give a little bit of a fist pump with that 200 ball. But the atmosphere here, I mean, granted, people are starting to come in and take a peek, but
it's already
something
filling out.
You can just feel it. It's just a different feel.
Yeah, I like that last ball by Mike.
Bauman on the last ball gets in at 351. He's going to take down that set.
Got to wait for those numbers to be confirmed. As we go into starting set number 4.
This will be updated here.
Who are we? We are Ballad Proud, inspiring transformation in the Appalachian Highlands, joining together for a common goal, working to improve lives. We take pride in our work, pride in our mission, pride in our communities. We are Ballad Proud.
And we're back. We were talking about earlier how the stands are starting to fill up already.
Oh, yeah.
And it is going to be a packed house today, no doubt. If you are nearby, make sure you come hang out. It was cool yesterday. Sandra, Seb, forgot who else was with them, but they all went and packed some lunches over at the YMCA, hanging out with the kiddos. Always good. They're right down the YMCA is right down the street, so hopefully we'll have some of the kids come out and watch, as well as their families. But this is an event for everyone.
Yeah, it is. It's a beautiful venue. It really, truly is. So the atmosphere, it's just a different feel.
It is. They had a pro-am.
Yes, it feels like a major. Like, you know,
it does feel like a major.
You know, I mean, when you watch the majors on television, yeah, it feels like a major. And right when you drive in, I mean, this is my first time being here, and it is. It's a beautiful venue.
Without a doubt. They had a pro-am. I think that was Friday. Yeah. And how awesome does it, like, to play with guys where they're probably all driving the green. I know a couple of girls played as well. I bet that was such a treat for the Pro-Am guys.
The first Pro-Am I ever had was 2007, and we were at Wolf Creek, and the 4 players were all military long drive guys. And they're like, in the winning score, it doesn't even matter. So we ended up winning by a ton, like driving greens, and it was so much fun. Wolf Creek's that's a treat.
What's
play out there?
I think this is the best, kind of scramble you could have, right? A long driver.
Yeah.
Someone that's maybe played in college. Someone that's a scratch golfer.
Oh yeah. Someone can putt.
Someone that can putt, and then for your female, you got to get one of the long drive females.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. We played in Grange, not a long driver, but Hannah Liner, missing it this week, or the PGA Memes Challenge out in L.A.
Yeah.
But Hannah was my teammate the one time out in Bedminster, and playing from the forward tees, ladies tees, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
It wasn't fair. Look, and we were playing a shamble too. One hole, 272 yards, almost hits a hole in one, and taps in for eagle, like from 3 feet. I mean, it's
I used to get hired just to be the ringer on the team.
Yeah.
I think the funniest part is whenever it comes to a shamble or a scramble, I always call it the ladies' tees. I'm like, hey, y'all called it that. That's where I'm gonna hit from.
Yeah, I don't know what to call it. So, but yeah, the red tees.
The red tees.
The red tees. That was pretty cool. Like Bryson talked about, he shot a 58 a couple weeks ago, and he talked about him just practicing when he was younger from the red tees or the forward tees, ladies tees, whatever you want to call it, and just to try to go as low as he possibly could, just to kind of get that feel like, hey, like if I'm in competition, like I know what it's like. Be used to shooting a 60, and I mean that 58 was unreal.
And he brought out the long drive driver for that, and that's definitely something that I remember I've always been instructed to do is make sure you tee off those front tees and learn how to and play 2 balls at the same time. For long drive, you can just tee off from wherever.
Yeah, it was fun to watch. Bryson shoot a 58, and also that use a crank driver, which Crank's got 26 world championships.
Oh, I didn't realize it was a crank driver.
Yeah, he was using the crank driver.
No way, that's awesome. Yeah. That is long drive through there.
I maybe spilled the beans on the long drivers page, and people saw it, the crank driver. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I was on the phone with Lance, and he was just on cloud 9. Lance Reeder being the owner of Crank Golf. So Zach Adams, hitting crank, and got a lot of world championships. A lot of guys that won world championships with it.
Without a doubt.
Kyle Berkshire, Maurice Allen.
Still producing new heads, new technology. They're always innovating different things, but that's so cool. I didn't realize.
That was a big win for long drive. I mean, it's cool when you get someone like this. Lance is a good friend of mine. To see him just get a big win, it was really cool, and to be a part of a 58 round, which that doesn't happen very often, right?
It doesn't.
So, but Mobley just grinding it out. Grinding it out.
I mean, we've said time after time, some of the best professional athletes you'll meet, and when you're a professional, sometimes you have to choose when you're gonna grind and when you're gonna sit out, and he's grinding through it.
I mean, I guess it would be the question is does it hurt when he decelerates, or it's probably what happens is more of that when he decelerates through the golf ball. So that's probably why he can still hit. It's just you can see
just kind of lay off there at the end.
Yep. I mean, if you look at those numbers, he center punched that golf ball. I mean, it was 120, but
he's very efficient with it.
That was a center punch golf ball from Mobley. So I think a lot of it has to do with him decelerating, and you can tell right after he hits, he's grimacing. But I don't necessarily think it bothers him as much taking the club back.
Yeah.
So Graves on the board at 347.
I'd say the most important thing is my hope for him is just doing whatever where he can still be prepared for Worlds.
That actually looked pretty good right there, but yeah. I feel bad that he's, Graves 361. I mean, he still has a chance to. If he takes the second place, let's take a peek at Mobley's. I think Mobley has 200 points. Yeah, he's got 200 after 3 sets. So say he takes a second, he had 300, then if he wins, the final set, he would have plenty of points to get in. He might even get in with 400. We saw 375 get in last tournament.
We did.
In Utah.
Where's Peterson?
Bobby Peterson right now looks like he's in either, doesn't scroll down here. He's either in 15th or 16th currently.
Oh.
Look at 194 for Mobley. So he still has plenty of gas in the tank.
315.
But Graves looking good. You said our sleeper for the day, which isn't a sleeper. But Eddie Fernandez and Ryan Riesbeck, the guys that you expect to be hitting well. I mean, Eddie looked really good last set.
Jeff Gavin.
Eddie was 214 3 times.
Yeah. Man, I just hurt watching Mobley. I definitely hurt.
Yeah.
Hurt for him and with him.
Yeah. John Graves, 208 ball speed. He's looking great. He looks good today.
All right. Gerhardt locked in at 353. Looks like John Graves will take this one at 361, and we'll be back right after this.
This man needs no introduction, right? You are decorated in this sport.
Old man.
Do you feel like you have to keep up with the youngins? Have you changed
Yes.
any equipment? Have you changed any
I've changed my
techniques?
workout routine to, I'm doing a lot more endurance.
Okay.
Because I feel like, especially the World Championships last couple of years, I've run out of gas. And, day 3, day 4. So I really want to, throughout the year, pace myself and kind of build. So I've changed the way I train, is one thing.
And we are back getting started on our final set for Group 1. Right after this, we'll go into Group 2.
No, we're just
No,
going to
sorry,
go right.
we're going right into
the quarterfinals.
the quarterfinals.
This will
right
be done
now,
here quick. Look at Ryan Riesbeck just looking confident.
The stud.
The big deal.
Watching below, you got a view of Jeff Gavin warming up, staying warm. Ryan Riesbeck in slot 1. And they are off to it right now. Jeff Gavin is in first place, Ryan Riesbeck second, Eddie Fernandez, John Graves, Rob O, Zach Adams, Tom Peppard, and EJ McDowell are all in top 8 right now.
So the 26th ranked senior is Ryan Riesbeck. I wonder what his odds would have been to win this one.
Whatever it is, I would have taken it.
I would take it, yeah. Yeah, because, like I said, based off he's only hit a little bit.
Time.
And I mean, I feel like it would be a little bit harder, to do the senior, have the senior odds, but just to start off. But yeah, Naoto Masumi plus 9,900.
It's a good one.
Cody Billinghurst 14,000. I don't know. Those I like. And Naoto Masumi hits a cut. That
could be lethal out
that
here.
That would be worth. It might throw a couple hundo on Naoto Masumi, go win you about 20K. Robbo not finding the grid as of right now. Really needs to focus right here, getting the ball in play.
Switched clubs here.
Yep. Taking his time. Riesbeck at 364.
That's one of the things I love about watching Rob is he really takes his time.
Yep. That was a good ball from him. 203. Just a nice smooth swing. Not sure if that one stayed in play or not.
Sometimes players will rush through things, trying to get all the balls off, but he's always about quality of every shot. Ryan Riesback, I love that shot that he just hit, 203. Currently sits at 364.
Now, Robbo's got to get a ball in play. He's going to put himself in a tough little spot there. He's got 400 points.
Put himself in a pickle.
Yep, because he's going to go up against, well, he's not going up against Riesback. He's going to go up against Gavin, Eddie, and Mobley. Robbo with a ball in play. That's a big ball for him.
It's a big ball in play.
Well, yeah, for him, he puts him at 500 points. So Riesback's in.
All right, and we are back here in Kingsport, Tennessee. Hitting behind this. This is such a scenic view right here.
It's a good point of view right now for us. It's different because we're normally off to the side, looking at the side profile. So now we're looking down the line.
And we're in air condition.
This is great.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah, I can get used to this. I like this.
All right.
Troy Cayley, Mike Bauman, Tom Pepper, and Eddie Fernandez. You got 2 world champions there.
We saw Eddie earlier just smiling, giving some smiles at the camera. So grabbing a different club right here from Eddie.
211.9, Eddie, and that's a low ball flight. Let's take a peek at that number there for Eddie. So you hit a nice little low ball here. Let's see what those numbers come out at. 373. There you go.
Okay.
And they said the one thing that is a little different right now for us in the booth is normally Flight Scope you'll see like a bunch of data which gives us height, spin, different characteristics. What we really liked over the last several events was the carry distance.
Yeah.
They started
Spot
nailing
on.
it. Yeah, it was. I mean, they were within a yard or two of landing, so we kind of had a better idea of what yardages were going to be thrown out there. But Eddie Fernandez with a 211 ball that was just little like just I would say mid to low pull. Just hit a little pull right down that left side. So, if he's going to hit that shot, that's a good ball there. So for people tuning in right now, it seemed like it's more of a carry grid, but Eddie just hit a ball that more than likely rolled out, even though it did rain a lot yesterday. They said the ground was hard, though. They mowed.
It was really hard. Yeah. And there's some spots out there that are kind of bare.
Yeah.
And rock solid. So if you hit one of those, it's definitely shooting forward.
Bauman at 352, T-Pep at 346, and Eddie at 373. Troy Cayley without a number as of right now. After this set, we will have 4 sets completed. Eddie will be in the finals along with Gavin and Riesback and Robbo, guaranteed.
All right, I've got another bet proposition for you.
Yep.
What are the odds that someone's going to hit that screen right there?
Hit the monitor?
Yeah.
In the amateur division, I would say, I would probably minus 300. So you have to bet 300 to win 100.
Okay.
All right. But does it have to hit the scoreboard or can it hit the trailer?
It can hit the trailer.
Hit the trailer?
Just hit the whole thing.
Well, they're going to have to move that sign because that little sign in the way.
Might get in the way.
That might get in the way. So, But, yeah, right now, Eddie. Oh, Kaylee with a 376 bomb. What happened here? Let's take a peek at the flags.
And we'll go to break and give you the number right after this.
Your vacation is now playing in Tennessee.
The flags are blowing west to east. We have a west to east grid. And the only reason why I know because the sun was directly in our face.
So I'll just be down here and you'll...
It was right at us. Right now on the bubble.
Got T-Pep and Bauman at 325. But Riesback, Gavin Fernandez, or Staglio, they're in. They're at 500 points.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, or Staglio just has to hit a ball in play, but we've only seen it once this year where 500 got bounced, and that was Ryan Gregnall and Zach Holton in Denver.
It was a strong field.
It was.
Right there by the Mississippi River.
Yeah, they had the Mississippi River right there. It was a lake, but
and the
whatever.
Appalachians.
Yeah, the Appalachian Mountains in the Rockies. Yeah.
This is it.
What a good drive, though, yesterday. Granted, I didn't pay attention too much to it. You know, I was on my phone driving. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, we're going to have Bud Widener on a headset. Bud Widener leads the league in purchased tornado tees and T-claws. So,
Bud's always got the fashionable pink. He's probably the Pink Panther for the men's division, as we've got the Pink Puma on the women's division. Sandra Harborg.
Yeah, I saw Sandra last night.
It's so great to see her.
Her and her dad.
Hasn't been to a lot of the events this year.
She does a lot of corporate outings, and you know,
in Sweden.
It's hard to, you know, she's got 2 kids. She's got to provide for the family.
2
got married.
Beautiful little girls.
Yeah.
And I always say her dad and Kyle's dad are the grandfathers of Long Drive. They're the sweetest, kindest.
Oh, we got Bud Widener. Bud, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. How's it going, guys?
What's up, buddy?
Hey, Bud.
What's it like leading the league and purchase tornado tees and T-claws?
Well, it's really expensive, first of all, and somewhat embarrassing, but, you know, you just got to do what you got to do.
We got to get you a sponsor with them. Are you looking forward to this week? It's a big week. How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling pretty good. I've been struggling a couple days in practice, but, you know, just come out here, try to do what you can, and hit the best balls you can and see what happens.
So you're going with the visor. Who do you think has the best visor game in Long Drive?
Well, Sean used to, but he quit out on us last time, so I don't know.
I think it's you now.
It might be.
That's good. You got good hair, though, man. I mean, for 18 years old, I mean, whatever. I mean, are you 18 or 19 now?
19 now.
Oh,
19.
Man.
Yeah.
You're a senior. You're going to be a senior in only, 26 years?
That's a scary thought, but, you know.
What are you doing to prepare for the senior division?
Nothing right now, but.
Just having fun?
Yeah, just trying to have fun. This event looks awesome, and just really excited for today.
Who do you have traveling with you? I know you've had your brother come out and caddy. He's a superstar as well in his own right in the golf game.
Yeah, right now I've got my sister came down with me. My brother's got his club championship back at home. He's defending champ, so.
Got it. Well, you know, you might go home. This belt weighs about 4,000 pounds. So, yeah, would you like to be wearing this in a couple hours?
I would love to, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to give it my best shot and see what happens.
Attaboy. Well, good luck. We'll be calling it
We're
from the booth.
excited to see you.
Thank you. Good luck.
Come now, kid. Bud Widener finished in the semifinalists in Canada.
Port Rowan.
Yeah.
He was on fire. It was a lot of fun to watch. As I always say, he is the joy of Long Drive. Such a pure heart. And he's got a cool swing. He's got a lot of speed.
He does. The first time I saw him was in Hope Sound. And, he hit the ball well. He's tough. But he's got to go up against the professional amateur. And Reiger, 3 wins. He locked himself up as world #1, ranking. So
he did. And we will have the amateur division starting at 10:30 all the way until 5 p.m.
Yep, wind shifted a little bit coming out of the north now, but they had a little gust of wind where we saw the flag straight down west to east, and saw a 376 ball. So, but Eddie hit a little low pull and rolled. So I think once it heats up, we're going to see some big drives out here on this grid.
Might see a hole-in-one.
He might see a hole-in-one.
We said earlier this morning, if you look all the way down the grid, there's a hole, and automatic win. Yeah, if you hit it in the hole-in-one down there, it's definitely an automatic win. You get the amateur belt, the senior championship, open, women's, all of it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So Riesback sweeps the field, gets 1,000 points. Gavin's going to be in. Eddie's going to be in. Troy Cayley's at 550. He's in. So you got Bauman right here. If he takes a win, would have 525. That would put him in. T-Pep would have to win. I mean, we could technically, I mean, there is a possibility here where we could have a bunch of 525s ties.
Playoff.
We could see Bauman win. Graves takes second. John Graves right now is at 425, so he's got it. He's at 365 now. He takes the lead. Our sleeper to win it today, John Graves in slot number 1. Anthony Livingston is at 300. A win would put him at 500. So it's a huge set here. Everybody's got a shot.
Yeah, that little cut shot is definitely the play for this event.
But what I'm looking at in slot number 1 is John Graves' ball speed. I mean, I know he's a guy that can hit 210. I saw 208 earlier today. Granted, we have 4 screens sitting right, well, more than that, in front of us. But I'm going to look at John Graves' ball speed right now, because he's going to be the fastest guy in the tee box. 198.
That seemed like it was a little mishit as well.
Mike Bauman in slot number 3. If he takes second, he would have 425. There's going to be a log jam here.
All right, the guys are hitting their final balls.
Once again, we are live in Kingsport, Tennessee, senior division. Round robin, 16 hitters are going to go down to 8, and it's going to be quick after that. 8's going to go down to 1. And we'll take a peek at the structure of how they're going to do this. We're not sure if there's going to be 4 guys on a tee box and have 2 quarterfinal matches, or they're going to be 1 and 8. But we'll be back right after this.
Visit Kingsport. As we've said, it's been a joy to be here on site at the beautiful hotel, Meadowview Marriott.
Awesome.
Really
All
nice.
of us hanging, in the lobby last night. But confirmed, there will be 2 quarterfinal matches. 4 guys in the tee box. They will take 2 in each quarterfinal. They will have a semifinal match with all 4 guys in the tee box, and then 2 guys will be left. So it's going to move really, really quickly here.
All right, now we are on set number 3.
Waiting for an update here.
Group number 3, set number 5. And the guys are getting ready, energetic. Just waiting for those famous words, the grid is clear.
So it looks like John Graves took down that set at 365, which will put him safely in. Which will put Bauman at 425. All right, so
there they
right
go.
now I can safely say Robbo's in at 500, Kaylee's in at 550, Eddie Fernandez, John Graves, Gavin, and Riesbeck. So the guys that are fighting right now, you got E.J. McDonald can win. He would have 500 points. So big set for him. Tom Peppard is at 325. A win would put him at 525. This is going to be a very high, it's a lot of points. We could potentially see a 500 not get in. There's a possibility.
Oh, that was
not likely, but a possibility. So let's just say EJ wins. He would have 500, and Zach Adams takes second. He would have 500 points.
Wow. This is going to be a close call.
T-Pep wins. He would have 525.
I'm liking EJ swing. Just getting a little high. Zach Adams, the only one on the board right now at 351.
So yeah, he had a little cut there. Zach Adams in slot number 2 has a ball in play at 351. A little bit of a miss hit for Zach on that third ball. Flags really flags are moving left to right now, so a little bit of a cut win. Slot number 1 should be an advantage.
All right.
The stands are starting to fill up a little bit more.
They are. We've got a VIP tent out here, too.
Absolutely.
That's going to be a nice little party
as
the day goes on.
I'm not the best at guessing how many people are here, but I'd say at least, 45, 50,000?
More or less, yeah.
Yeah, give or take. Yeah. I could be off. We're gambling here. Oh, look at this.
Oh, wow.
Whoa. Sheamus.
With the upgrade for our view of
the soothing
points,
voice.
balls, and grid.
The soothing voice of the PA. And a guy that can pronunciate everybody's name perfectly.
Anthony Livingston right now with total balls and grid and best set.
Yeah, he's lighting it up right now. He's got 15 balls in play.
Sheesh.
He has the longest set so far. Eddie's got the longest drive at 379. All right, so the log jam right here. It's a big set there. T-Pep looks like he's going to take 4th place, so that would put him at 400 points. We'll get an update here in a minute, but
we'll be back right after this.
so it's a big set there. Zach Adams ends up taking the win. He'll have 600. So it looks like, funny enough, the only guy that can get in right now is Dave Mobley. So if Mobley wins this set, who's been struggling, with that oblique. Oh, he's not here. So he's out. So the field is set right now. So Bauman's going to get in at 425. It's a good decision on Mobley not hitting. I know that mathematically he could have got in with a win.
Yeah, but you want to be healthy more than anything else. And so we wish the best to Mobley and that he has a quick recovery.
Robbo in slot 1, Gavin in 3, Eddie in 4. All 3 of these guys have wins. Rob 1 in Mesquite, and then Gavin's got 3 wins and Eddie's got 4.
Yeah, this is a strong group right here.
And I don't. Eddie's not stepping off the gas either. It was a 2:11.7. Right now, if I'm Rob, I'm trying to hit a lot of balls in play. He's struggled just a tad today. Getting
just build
balls
that
in.
confidence a little bit.
Yep.
In slot number 1, as we said earlier, probably the best slot of the day.
Eddie's just cruising 212. He looks very confident right now.
And he started this set off with that longer club, the one that produces a little bit faster swing speed. So I wonder if he's just kind of tinkering around. Well, no tinkering out here.
Robbo at 341, Gavin at 45, Eddie at 368.
Gavin looking
Robbie
smooth and controlled.
Gavin at 202, a little bit of a miss hit for him. But Eddie, 213.9. I mean, it's his to win and his to lose. You know, like, I mean, he's just hitting bombs right now. I like that swing from Gavin, though. Look at I like that swing from Gavin. He got through that one quick, 209.6.
I think, you know, you always have the person that's going to be the fastest. You have one that's going to be fast and consistent. You got, you know, these are in every single division. I think about the women's division, you know, Phyllis, Monica, your Cassandras, your Kelly Rudneys.
You know, you talk about, like, the best seniors of all time. You know, you're looking at slot 3 and slot number 4. I mean, and they're still, you know, putting up 210, 215 ball speed. You know, Jay-Z ended up winning a world championship in the senior division. And when he first got in, and, you know, obviously, I know that he can still be competitive. There's no doubt in my mind. But,
without a doubt.
You're looking at Eddie and Gavin that are, you know.
All right, well, we're going to go to a break, and we'll be back with
the quarterfinals.
Come see and settle down in beautiful Northeast Tennessee and Southwest Virginia, where you can live, work, and play in a land of music, mountains, lakes, and friendly people. Work with us at Ballad Health, building a legacy of superior care in the Appalachian Highlands.
Field set. Ryan Riesbeck, John Graves, Zach Adams, and Mike Bauman look like they will be going first in quarterfinal number 1, quarterfinal number 2. Eddie Fernandez, Jeff Gavin, Rob Oristaglio, and Troy Cayley. Ryan Riesbeck swept the field with 1,000 points. The big deal in slot number 1, do like that slot for him as well. It's a left to right win right now. And it seems like the biggest numbers are coming out of that slot. But Eddie's hit some good balls in slot number 4 as well. Let's brag about Eddie Fernandez here. You know, I got some notes. I'm ready to read them. Well, I always joke around with Eddie because the first time I ever saw him do an exhibition, he gave a speech. It was probably about 4 minutes long about, you know, his accolades. But I'm going to brag about him now. 4-time Division I, all New England golf team, 1988 to 1992. Is that a typo? I think it was 1948. Eddie's 107 years old. 3-time conference champion, 1989 ECAC, 1991, 1992 ECC, 2-time conference player of the year. I mean, Golf Week magazine, supermodel. I mean, what else? He's good. Eddie Fernandez is good at golf. He's good at golf and good at lawn drive. He entered the senior Champions Tour event and played at Pebble Beach. Shot an 80 the first day, but it's not so much what he did on the front nine, which he said he blacked out completely, is what he did the last 27 holes. Shot like 5 under at Pebble Beach. So Eddie not only can go low, but he is really, really fast. So him and Riesbeck say look the best as of right now. Ryan with a sweep of the field. Sweep meaning he won all 5 sets with 200 points apiece, so he had 1,000. He will be in slot number 1. Currently ranked 26th in the world, but he is not. I would say, he's top 3. Riesback's a beast. He's an absolute beast. So here we go. Ryan Riesback, John Graves, Zach Adams.
And they are off.
Yep. And Mike Bauman.
Look at Riesback there.
He looks confident. He looks relaxed. And the veteran, he's putting it in the far left corner. I did the same thing because we have kind of like a little pad that we put the tees in now. So you can see Riesback's in the far left corner. Right now it's just put a ball in play. Look at Graves with a bullet right down the middle, 207.5. Huge number from John Graves, our sleeper that's not a sleeper.
At all.
But since we do this for a living and we're in the booth and we've seen 7 billion golf balls hit this year, John Graves is a guy that you got to look out for because he's fast and he just hits a rocket. First ball, did that one stay in play?
I love that flight.
344. So it might have spun it just a tad. We got to look at landing angles as well, but I do like the profile of that shot. It changes to 354. That didn't make the first one didn't make that much sense. So 354 from John Graves. He's on the board early. Riesback OB on his first 2 balls. Bauman at 342. Zach Adams. If he hits a good one, you'll hear it. You'll hear it from the booth. You'll hear it from California. If you're tuning in from Australia, you'll hear it as well.
Without a doubt. Looks like we've got another good one.
Riesback OB left. So applying some unnecessary pressure right now.
No,
Riesback,
he's just got to hit a smooth one in.
We are in quarterfinal number 1 in the senior division. So next set, we're going to have 3 guys that have won every tournament this year.
It's a big set.
Heading.
Oh.
Riesback, OB left. Down to his last ball. Moving quick, too. Moving really quick.
He's got plenty of time to kind of step back, take a breath.
I can't tell. Yeah, he's got a ball on the board at 349, but that's not good enough right now. We got Graves at 354, Bauman at 351.
He's got 1 score not up there yet. Here we go. Just left the club face open.
Oh,
just
Ryan's got
tad.
one more ball. Let's see if
is it coming back?
Oh,
Nope.
be right. All right. So John Graves currently in the lead at 354. Bauman at 351. Zach Adams at 342 and Riesback at 349. Ryan Riesback in slot number 1 down to his last golf ball. This one's hugging down that side. Is it cutting? That is the question.
He's watching it.
It's cutting back. This looks like Riesback's last ball is going to be in play. It was a good one, too. 209, 2,800 spin.
Really solid shot there.
And the thing that I really like I said, the graphics are great, too. But what I really like seeing is the side. Like, how much movement are they taking up left to right? Graves improves to 357. Last ball, Ryan Riesback sneaks in at 358, so he's going to take down the set on the last ball. That helps us out in the booth, too, being able to see how much movement's being taken up left to right. And because so much changes, throughout the day, especially with wind conditions. So, like last tournament, when we were sitting in Utah, actually more of a left to right, like 90 feet left to right, was going significantly farther. So, but that looked like Ryan's ball kind of rode out that wind there left to right and finishes it with a 358. So Riesback and John Graves are going to be in the semifinals. Eddie Fernandez, Jeff Gavin, Robbo, and Troy Cayley. Cayley came on the scene, during COVID. He saw him a bunch at One Stop Power Shop competing, and he won events out there. He won a couple events. So all these guys know how to win. Eddie Fernandez in slot 1, Gavin in 2, Oris Staglio in 3, Cayley in 4.
Like you said, it's our 3 winners right here.
Yep.
And we just saw them a few sets ago.
Right now, what I want to see from Eddie, I just want to see balls in play early. And the sun is not in their face now, so they can see ball flight. They can make adjustments right away. They really struggled first couple sets. I mean, staring directly into the sun. So, and as we've seen as the sets go on, we're seeing a lot more balls in play. So, keying in on Eddie Fernandez. He's got four wins here. Gavin's got 3. Robbo's got 1. Eddie 207 flared out right. Looks like that one's going to go OB. Robbo's down the middle, but an absolute big miss hit. Sweeping draw from Gavin. Do you like the profile?
Yeah, I like
it's
that.
It's a big right to left,
draw.
but it's a golf hole and the ground's hard, so that lands. That could get some decent rollout. So Gavin's at 349. Robbo is on the board. On the board at 260. Wouldn't that be crazy? Like advance with a 260 ball. But
hey, anything can happen.
Eddie flirting down that left side with a bullet. This one's, it looks a good ball from Eddie here. 212.
I like Troy's last ball as well.
I really like Eddie's ball. We might see it 65-70 if this one's in play. Really nice profile. Look tight too. 361. That's a good start for Eddie Fernandez. So Gavin's longest ball of the day was 349. Robbo's was, oh no, that's current. So normally they have that little update here. You know what? They have enough. See if they have the stats here. All right, so Robbo's longest drive of the tournament was 359. Eddie's was 379.
And Gavin's 357.
357. So that helps us out as well. Quarterfinal number 2.
Right now, Eddie Fernandez and Robbo.
Gavin is at 349. That's a 260.
Oh, 260.
Rob would rather have that one be OB.
Yeah, Jeff is the 349.
Yeah, that's a 2.
So used to seeing a 3 in front of that.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that last ball by Gavin.
Gavin, just beautiful shot right there. He's locked in. Him and Kaylee are tied right now, but I do think Gavin's.
That last
ball was OB.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
All right, final balls here.
Still waiting on a number on Gavin's third ball. That could have stayed in play, but Gavin looks really good right now.
I like this shot as well. It's flighted just a bit, and we saw one of the balls flighted earlier get some good roll. He's confused as well.
Yeah, so waiting on a third ball from Gavin. I feel like one of those 2 balls is going to be longer than 349. I mean, especially that last ball.
That last ball.
Yeah, yep. 358 from Gavin. So Eddie and Gavin are going to advance. I mean, we pretty much called the quarters here, or the semis. Graves coming in is not a sleeper. This is going to be a good semifinal match. Good hitters, really, really good hitters. And these are the fastest guys too. So the 4 fastest guys are in the semifinals. Eddie Fernandez, Jeff Gavin, Ryan Riesbeck, and John Graves.
About to dwindle down to the final 2 here in less than 3 minutes.
All right.
All right, we are back, and we are 2 minutes and 30 seconds away from seeing who our final 2 long drivers will be. And then from there, crowning a champion.
Riesbeck in 1, Gavin in 2, Graves in 3, Eddie in 4. Last time Eddie was in slot number 4, he just hit a nice little pull down, it was down the middle of the grid, just hitting that apex and rolling out left and put up some big numbers. So
we're talking about the longest balls of the day so far.
Yep.
Eddie Fernandez, 379. John, second at 365.
Riesbeck, 364. And I said Gavin, for me, just needs to tighten up a little right to left. I mean, he's a little too much movement right to left, so if he can straighten that one out, because he's putting up some big numbers. I mean, Gavin's put up
big numbers.
Yeah, some good ball speed numbers.
Riesbeck, Eddie at the gate with 211. That's going to be OB, though.
Riesbeck's ball may have snuck in on that first ball. So we'll take a peek at dispersion here and ball speed.
Yeah, Riesbeck at 362.
Gavin likes it. This one's flirting down that right side.
Got a bit more
Riesback's
height.
ball sweeping across the grid left to right. I do like the fact that Riesback's is sliding down that right side. He didn't hit it very well. Eddie
Look
with
at
a
Eddie's
bullet.
here. 212, almost 213, right down the middle.
Eddie with a laser right down the middle. So these are the 4 fastest guys in this division. Gavin just putting on a clinic at like 207. So Eddie's in the lead at 373. Riesback's at 362, and Riesback's first ball wasn't even hit well. Like, and in my opinion, like it was a little bit of a miss hit. You know, a little bit of a miss hit for Riesback, but he's in the right slot right now. He's going to hit a cut in a cut wind. So if he can just center punch one, I think Ryan can go 370. But Eddie in the lead, 373. Gavin just needs to tighten up that right
tighten that up
lip.
just a little bit, but that was a good solid hit too. If that catches the ridge, it might be good.
Right now it's shaping up to be a final of Utah with Eddie and Riesback. Gavin did not go to Utah, and I know that's a great grid for Gavin as well. I mean, I think every grid's good for Gavin. Gavin's the man.
That grid reminded me a little bit of Port Rowan.
Yeah. Riesback in second right now. Eddie safely in the lead at 373. Graves at 356. So they're going to have to improve. So Graves and Gavin are down to their last golf ball in slots number 2 and number 3.
He's taking his time. Getting a little pump up from the crowd there.
All right, so here we go. Jeff Gavin in slot 2. And Graves looks like they're going to pull the trigger here at the same time. Gavin goes first.
Oh, that's
he likes
a good
it.
one.
209. Big ball from Gavin. Gavin hammers
ball
this one.
coming back.
Good spin. Graves hit a good ball too. If you look at the numbers here with Graves, I mean, he pretty much center punched that. I mean, that was a good ball. So like both guys need to hit a good shot here. We got some drama here. Gavin's ball was hammered, and he yelled at it right away. Now it's a matter of did he get some rollout? Did he get the ball on the groundwork and get some rollout? 56 Graves doesn't improve, but Gavin's last ball, drum roll.
Here we go.
Here we go. Did Gavin's ball stay in play? Which
the only one we're looking for is being 3.
I think a lot of it just has to do with right to left. Took up a lot of movement right to left. And,
it was a good ball.
He fought a crosswind. You know, Riesback rode the wind. So
all right, we are back. We'll be back soon after this with the final matchup.
Your vacation is now playing in Tennessee.
And we are back with our final matchup. Similar, we've seen this in Utah. It's Eddie Fernandez and the rookie himself, Ryan Riesback, his second event in the senior division. What do you think?
Eddie's hitting the ball really good.
He is.
He really is. But you know what I like to see from Riesback was that he's going to ride out that wind. Eddie right now just needs to hit the ball in the center of the face. He can hit a little draw into a cut wind because of his speed. But I feel like foreshadowing. These guys are going to be the favorites. Coming into
World Championship.
World Championships. The 4 guys that were on the tee box in the semifinals, I feel are going to be your top 4 favorites going in.
All right. Less than 2 minutes and 30 seconds away.
Riesback, this one's fighting down the left side. 211 too. So yeah, Riesback's got an extra gear when he needs it. 211 ball from Mr. Riesback. This one stays in play. That should be a decent number. OBs from both gentlemen.
And I'd say from the last couple of events, we've seen his numbers spike.
Riesback high draw. Miss hit, but this one could be in play. It's a number. Eddie OB right. He slipped. say it's more about that right foot. You know, you got to get that right foot. You know, and you get in transition sometimes, and that right foot goes out from under you. It slides back. Riesbeck misses that one, but he's got a number on the board right now. And sometimes, like in these heads-up matches, that's all you need. But Eddie got his hands to set there.
And that one looks good. Fighting that left side there. I don't know if that one's going to stay in.
This one's fighting down the left side, as mentioned.
We just had our world #1, Martin Borgmeyer, show up to cheer these guys on.
This one.
Open just a little bit of that club face, but that might be in as well.
209.7. It's a good number from Riesbeck. This is going to be a good ball here. Eddie just off just a smidge. A little bit of a pull. 215 ball from Eddie, though.
368, Ryan Bills.
That was a good ball. That was a good ball. So, yeah, I actually like this for Eddie. Like, he knows he's got to step on the gas now. He's not going to try to hit a shot shape or anything. He's just going to go full throttle. I think this helps out Eddie psychologically. You just got to go.
Oh, that one looked good.
207. Hit that one a little skinny. Looks like that one's going to stay in play. Don't have the height on that ball, though. He didn't like it. Ryan Riesbeck, one ball away from his first senior win. Eddie's got to go 369 or more in order to take it down. I like the recoil from Ryan. Eddie likes it. 217, 2200 spin. Oh, Eddie hammers it. And he's riding the win. He's going left to right. That was tight. Wow. I think Eddie might steal this one on that last ball. What a bomb from Eddie. And I feel like I said, once he saw the 368, psychologically, it's
everything
like,
cleared.
I just got to go full gas.
I just got to do it. There he goes at 374. Eddie Fernandez takes the win.
Eddie with win number 5.
Look at him and Ryan.
What a ball from Eddie. That was, Riesbeck puts up a good number. You know, like it's like, come chase me. And for me, like, it just looked like Eddie was guiding those first couple swings. But congratulations, Eddie got his 5th win on the year.
Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Fast Eddie, first 4 balls were OB. You knew it on ball number 6. How'd you know it? You just felt it.
Yeah, just, I have this belief that I hit the best when my back's against the wall, and I usually come through. So always a pleasure hitting against Ryan. He makes me better. Jeff Gavin and all the guys in this, everyone's just getting better. So, it pushes me, which I love it. Always love hitting against the best hitters. And can't wait for the World Championships and then the young kids in October. So it's going to be fun.
Boy, what a fantastic final. Hey, Ryan, come on over here, buddy. Ryan Riesbeck, this was your 2nd senior division. You're a rookie old guy. Welcome to the seniors. Back-to-back finals against Eddie. What's it like going up against Fast Eddie?
It feels like I took first loser. So, no, I don't know how Eddie does it, but he hits his best ball in the finals, it seems like, all the time. And, hats off to him, just how great of a competitor he is. I kept looking back, trying to see if he was going to do it again to me like he did in Utah. And he did, but this senior division is real tough. There's a lot of really strong competitors. And so I've got my work cut out for me. My goal is to win the World Championship. I've got one more shot at it, this year. We'll see.
Yeah. And, I mean, this whole competition was fantastic. You won all 5 of your sets. You had a perfect 1,000. It was your final ball in the quarterfinal, Ryan, that even got you into the semifinals. And then the final here in the championship. A little rivalry here, huh? And you guys have known each other for a while here on the Long Drive Tour.
Yeah, 2014 was my first year, and I met Ryan, and he's I think you were #1 in the world for a while there. And, just having him and Jeff Gavin and all the guys in the senior division. The next 5 years, this division is going to be ridiculous because every guy can compete in the open division. So, but it's fun, man. The old guys can bring it.
I would say it is already ridiculous and awesome. Eddie Fernandez, you're now a 5-time winner here in 2023 on the Long Drive Tour. This was just your 2nd event. You'll be in the open division starting tomorrow as well. Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Riesbeck, Eddie Fernandez, the senior champ here in Kingsport.
Thank you.
Oh, and the cup. Yeah, baby.
There you have it. Eddie Fernandez, our champion, 5-time winner. We will be back here at 10:30 with group number 1 for the amateur division. Group number 2 set for 1 p.m. 3 p.m. we will have our top 16 amateurs, and then go and crown a champion at 5.
Now, Eddie looked good all day. Riesback had, like you said, swept the round robin with 1,000 points. But yeah, Eddie, I liked it because he guided those first 4 balls, and then those last 2 he just let go, and 217 mile-per-hour bullet at 374 yards. So congratulations to Edward, Michael, Joseph, William, Bartholomew, Arantes, Sanchez, Vicario, Cachino, Martinez, Hernandez. He takes it down in Kingsport. We'll see you here in a little bit.